That's a bear. Is that a bear? It's a baby bear. Oh, it's not a baby bear. It's a wolf. It's a wolf. Abort! It's a wolf.
Hello and welcome to Zen Plays Games Badly. Tonight we are playing Raft, and as you can see from where we left over, my meat puppet is already running out of water. Welcome to the channel. Tonight's going to be quite a slow and chill stream while we try and make our way through the new chapter of Raft. Now, some of you may remember when we played Raft way back in August that sharks equal love. JC, sharks do equal... no, not in this. Sharks do not equal love. You may remember back in August, we did some parts of the plot, chapters 1 and 2, and we sort of ended it there as Elusive came back to join us. We went back to 7 Days to Die to finish off that plot. So we are playing with Little John. Let me just bring on Little John over on Discord. Hello, Little John.
Hello, how are we doing?
Welcome to Zen Plays Games Badly, and today we are playing Raft, and my little meat suit is already dying of thirst, which is not very useful. So I'm going to have to go see if we've got... because don't drink salt water, that doesn't go well for you. I was trying to remember what we were doing the last time we played Little John. And we
got so far.
Yes, we had done everything that we... Oops. Could you perhaps save my small meat suit? So right, just making sure what else is going on here. My hopefully my frame rate is working okay for all of you out in Steamland. Because just before we went to go live, my computer decided that it absolutely needed to update its graphic drivers, and I'm just sort of watching my steaming rate kind of dropping through the floor. So I'm kind of hoping that it's not using some sort of default graphics driver. No, it's not. It should be handling that quite happily. I wonder what's going on. So how is everybody out in Streamland? Are they all doing well? Are they all good? While I just turn off things until hopefully I gain enough bandwidth for my stream to not look choppy. Is that going to work for me? Still up and down. Really, it's really interesting because I know there's nothing else. No, it is cutting out because it is me. I can try and fix that. That's providing, of course, I can remember how to log into my own router. What is going on? What is going on? Now, what should be happening on my? There we go. I have lost a bit of 1, 9, 1, 2, 3. Right. That might help a little. And
I'm going to be honest. I'm cursing the fact that there isn't any salt button on the chests.
Oh yeah, all those things that we've kind of gotten used to. So upstream, take that up. I don't think I can take that physically up anymore. Let's just make sure everybody else has a slower internet and see if that makes a difference for us. Well, that seems to have stabled it out for everybody. So hopefully that's now nice and stable for us. Seems to be climbing steadily, kind of holding around 1.7, so it's in the green. So how's that working for everybody out in Streamland? Is that good? How is everybody? It has been it's been a while, hasn't it? It's just over a week, and lots can happen in a week. Boar's Head. Why is there a Boar's Head? What were we doing, Little John?
I really can't remember. It seems like more has happened since we've been on here.
Yes, right. Well, we had done the we'd done Island 1 and 2, and
Okay.
we'd
I
reached
believe you.
because Island 2 was the one that had that really creepy kind of doll thing on it.
Oh yes.
I cannot get that floating raft, so it'll just have to poodle past. And the game had sort of said, you know, come back for number 3. So this is what we are here for. So presumably we have got to check our journals as soon as I can remember how to do that.
Yes.
What key was it? We're good at this. Those are hot buttons. Those are T for journal, obviously. Caravan Town. That's our next stop because we were on Balboa Island.
Yep.
It's all coming back to me now. We had that map with not enough boats for all of us. The guilty lay restless. We must be punished if we are to rest, which was the last thing on Balboa Island. We are now going to a place apparently called Caravan Town. 8526. Right, do we have electricity? No. We should have electricity. Turn on. There we are. What do I say? 8. 5. 2. 6. Is that right? Right. So, oh yeah, we did not plan this properly, did we? Because our little monitor is nowhere where you can see it from the from the steering wheel. Was Balboa Island rocky? Wow, JC. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna give you my chat. That deserves. We haven't had this in a while, but it absolutely deserves a trumpet, which would have worked if I hadn't actually needed to restart and therefore hadn't started my bots. You wouldn't believe that I've done this before at all. If you ever watched any of these streams, you'd be like, "Wow, this guy's such a noob." You know, does he even stream? Oh, cool! I've moved on to the string. Now all my frames are all over the place. Right, take a billion. Okay, so is there anything that we need, do you think, before we hit Balboa Island?
Balboa Island, the other one.
Caravan Islands.
We do need another engine because currently we're struggling.
Right, so yes. Because we're a bit slow. Right, we are going to need... No, drink. I just poured out my bottle. I'm getting used to this. Can we actually put the sail up?
Probably.
Because that might help. Oh, we might need to turn off the direction thing as well. Didn't we have 2 water whatsits?
Yeah, one on each side.
Okay. Pour liquid.
Oh, no. Oh, sorry, yeah. It's a good point. Which way are we going? They both go in the same direction. Just got to make sure. No, they're not.
Otherwise, we go in circles.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
I am absolutely... I'm going to pass out again because I can't remember how to fill up this water thing. Place bottle of salt water. There. Right.
I almost despair.
Almost. I mean, well, the controls on... You know, it's like when you've been playing on the Xbox and you move over to the, you know, PS3 or something. You know, it's like controls have suddenly become, you know, different. And you're like, well, no, these controls have never changed. It's me that's forgotten. E being activate. As opposed to menu, which is where I've been going wrong this entire time. Right, so for those of you confused about what's about to happen, JC said, because it was Balboa Island, JC said, was it Rocky? And so they deserve one of these. Which has decided not to work. That's because I can't spell trombone. Trombone. There we go. It's been a while since we had that.
Yeah,
is this water? Has this thing got water in? Or is it empty? I think so. I think we might need another water thing. I was going to suggest that we head towards the island. Thank you, JC. Thank you. That we head towards the nearest island and basically gather some resources so we can build us another engine.
I'm just about to place the other engine.
Oh, we got the resources.
We've got the other engine.
Oh, well, that's even more clever of us. Pick up raw potato. Why is there a raw potato just sat on our... But we're going to need another 2, aren't we?
No. They just do forwards and backwards.
How do you mean? Oh, you mean put it out if we put it out the back?
No. As in, we can just put it next to this one.
But then it'll go in a circle, won't it?
No. That's surprisingly. It's surprisingly broken in that way that it won't go in a circle. It'll just go forward.
Okay. If you think that there's space.
Yep.
All right. Well, turn her on. Let's see where we're going. We need to put some wood in it, isn't it?
Yep.
Yay! Now we're moving.
Backwards.
Backwards. Do we have a front anymore? We seem to have lost our... Oh, there's our front. There it is. So that one goes that way. That one goes that way. Why have the engine suddenly stopped?
Dunno.
What's going on? We were storming ahead, and then they just sort of.
I turned an engine off. Okay.
Okay.
It's this whole e-malarkey. I'm not used to it.
Yeah. No. It is. Oh yeah, I'd forgotten how hungry and thirsty we get. Like, just by existing. So we're probably going to, because it's one of those where dumps. One of us is going to have to kind of be constantly fishing and cooking, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's eat a
So
small.
there was some stuff. Yeah, there's some stuff.
Yeah, we've got
Get
stuff.
some more.
I'm just kind of getting back into the swing of things. I think we're going to need another water thing.
Problem. Well. Yeah. Okay. Have we got? Where's our?
Where's
Oh,
our?
there's our little car. I forgot how to get into the garden. Okay.
It's because it has been that long since we've played this. That I you know, for the third time, rather than drinking something, I've emptied my bottle on the floor. So I'm gonna come back over here and try drinking something. Left mouse button to drink. Let's finish off drinking the bottle. Because one of the things is that when you are fully hydrated, weirdly, you lose less water.
Do you? Okay, I should probably do that.
And there is also sort of a certain type of food, isn't there, that when you eat it, it'll slow your hunger.
Anything that is thingamabob.
That's cooked. Yes, that was a full and complete description of what's going on here. For those of you that have not seen Raft before, now that my meat's hit, so this is our little raft. This is front. Only because you need something to designate front. This is our bed, which you need so that when you, it's not if, it's when you die, somebody can put you in it, and then you don't lose all the stuff in your inventory. We have some forges, crucibles, and ooh, place a raw potato. What's this thing here do? Oh, biofuel. We've got a yeah, we've got a biofuel maker. We've got some bees. I don't know if they're still in there. And they were
they've probably flown off.
Yes. We've got grass, which is apparently for the bees, and feathers, and our little tree growing place, which will eventually grow coconuts. And the battery is empty because we left it on. Shark, get off! Get off the boat. You are fighting mostly the shark because the shark doesn't like us. Can I just craft? I need a copper ingot and scrap for a battery. Where are making things?
Copper ingot is near the thing. Near the other thing.
Near the thing. I'm actually currently trying to remember how to make a square for the raft. It's in here somewhere.
Hammer.
Oh, right, yeah. There we go. Island. Little John, should we do the island, being as it's right there?
Yep.
How do we turn these engines off?
You hit the button at the back, however you could always turn, so we're closer to the island.
We could do that. This is not... Wow, we used to be very good at this. There are, hey Siege, welcome to this. Yes, we did. Shush. Hey Siege, welcome to the stream. We are failing at Raft. Are you going to steer? Where did the island go? Over there.
I'm trying.
So this is us badly playing Raft. Anchor. We need an anchor. That's that begins with it. That was an anchor with an A, JC. Before you say anything, we are failing. Thank you, JC. You are a sweetheart, a gentleman, and a scholar. Can you tell I spend a lot of time on Reddit?
Anchor.
I would. I can't remember how to drop it.
E.
I know, but which part do I need to press at to make the anchor drop? R to rotate? No. There we go. I got it. I fell in the water. I got eaten by a shark. Go away, shark!
You literally couldn't make that up.
That went well.
Okay, we believe that went well. Apparently.
Yeah, we've stopped at an island.
I put the anchor.
Was it you that did it?
And turned off the engines.
And what bit did you look at? Oh, there you are. You weigh anchor. Drop the anchor, not yourself. Yes, no, absolutely. Fair point. Slow clap. Thanks. Thank you. Right, fill bottle with fresh water. Make other bottle. Now, can I remember how to make other bottle? Fuel tank. That's new and interesting. Oh yeah, flippers and oxygen bottles and headlamps. Oh wow, yeah. It's.
Oh wow, this is going to be a long game.
Look, I have not played this at all. Vine goo. How do we make vine goo?
Stick vines, which are harvested from seaweed, into the smelter.
Do we have? We have vine goo. Excellent. Craft. Do we have? Yeah, we've got boxes. Was there an order to these boxes that I should ignore?
No.
Excellent.
I definitely think the order went out the window a long time ago.
Yeah, I think the last time we had order was the last time Malk played. There are blue. Yeah, basically that's consummate professionals here. Like, if I put that, I'm just going to put all that. Don't tell Malk. No, I probably want that radish. Right, now, I did that for a reason, which is so I had a spare bottle, and I needed the spare bottle. Get off the... I've got to put my machete in the wrong slot. Get off. Well, how do you repair things?
Hammer.
Yeah, I know, but I'm looking at it, hitting the hammer button.
You have to select the hammer button, the repair option.
Repair!
Right click.
There we go. Got it! Got it. I repaired a thing. Right. That's got water. That's got water. Right. The machete should... Right. Okay, cool. What do we need from islands? From islands, normally we kind of raid the top and then we go swimming for stuff and resources. Islands are basically jumping puzzles where you find random resources. White flowers. There's normally coconuts and stuff at the top if you can work out how to get up there. Red flower. Oh yeah, axe. Oh hey HF Catastrophe, thank you for the 5-month streak. No void chickens. There are no void chickens. Little John, do we have axes?
Yes.
We should probably remember to bring those.
I should probably not think about the shark. That has just numbed my liver.
Don't think about the shark. HF, how you doing? I hope you have had a good break. We are back playing Raft. I'm playing's a strong word this stream. Like a very.
Zen plays game badly.
We are back to Zen plays games badly. Ooh, watermelon. In a kind of, I do know how this game works, and the thing is that without other people, on stream, it's quite difficult for me to kind of blame them. No void chickens yet. Thank you, Siege. Decent mark on an essay. Woot. On an essay, I thought I'd stuffed up and got your ethics form in for your diss. Excellent. For those of you who are following this and aren't from native to the UK, diss is not a negative insult. It is short for dissertation. My inventory is full. I can probably eat something. And I no. Do we care about flowers? I've got blue seeds and pineapple seeds. I know that we need bolts. What is this? This is a plank. Well, that can stay there. We've. Oh, I know. I could just eat the pineapple, and then I can pick up the planks.
Yes.
Yeah, there's nothing up there apart from a single bolt. Sorry, Little John.
I was going to say, so 2 birds with 1 stone with that whole eating a pineapple and not dying thing.
Yes. Do not die of starvation. Oh yeah, because there's a mango tree. We've got a mango tree, haven't we? And when it's fully grown, something Holly and the Ivy. No. I really I remember the basics of the game, and it looks like we had a plan. What that plan is and or was, I have no idea.
Yeah. Pass.
You like the idea of pre-submitting an ethics form before you diss someone, so you can diss somebody ethically. That's a play on the words for of the words diss for those not really following along. The reason Malk's not with us, for those of you expecting to hear the dulcet tones of Malkitty joining us, is they are also doing an essay.
Much for the same purpose.
Oh yeah, much for the same purpose. Tempting you to eat a pineapple. I don't know. I'm sort of pineapple agnostic. Really, about whether or not I think fresh pineapple is worth it, or not. Sand. I've lost my metal hitty thing, so I'm gonna have to. Oh, and oxygen. Yes, that is also another stat I do need to remember. You are now doing another essay. Well, aren't you the clever bunny? I like pineapple on pizza, says HF Catastrophe. Is causing a disruption to the channel a bannable offence? Answers on a postcard. We've got all these empty batteries, so surely we must be able to recharge them somehow.
You weren't last time. But that, I believe, is changing.
Well, monkeys. You sort of miss doing essays. Yeah, well, I mean, it's what's been really interesting. Only works on hot pizza, not cold. I don't know, actually. The local, I've started eating their pizza cold, which is an unusual step and shows growth for me. And I'm quite liking that cold. Right, what resources are we after, Little John?
Yes. I currently I don't know. I'm still trying to work out what we have and what we don't have.
Okay.
So I'm doing something resembling tidying.
You're tidying?
I know. It
Well,
only happens every so often.
I mean, maybe what we could do with is some more kind of boxes. So we have boxes for planks.
We need scrap for that.
We need scrap. Aha! Well, then that is what I shall hunt. Because you get scrap from the reef, do you not?
I believe you do.
Let's see. I can't. So I've got clay. We needed clay for something.
Yes.
Don't remember what. So when it comes about essays, what is interesting is my former college, out of the blue, emailed me to say that they had spare access to JSTOR, and would I be interested? I said yes. So I have got my access to JSTOR back. Of course, this does mean that I do actually now have to do something with it, because they get awfully upset if you have an account and don't do anything. But we've got 2 simple purifiers in here, Little John. We could probably put those out.
Possibly.
Oh, it's water that I need, not food. I've just poured it on the floor again! Yes, you're right, actually. We do need... Thank you, JC. If you're planning to play that every time I empty my bottle of water on the floor, it's essentially going to be on constant loop. That's how well this has gone for me so far this game. Pour liquid. Why did it not? I poured the wrong bottle. Shut up. Place the bottle of salt water. Drink from this one. Right, okay, let's try that again. How did you die of thirst on Raft? I kept pouring my bottle of water out instead of trying to drink it. There we go. That's how that should work. Right, now dive off the raft. Hunt for scrap. There's some scrap. I love that how obsessed my channel is with that sound.
It's not an obsession. If it's worth it.
Ah, shark! Go away.
Shark bait, hoo-ha-ha.
Shark bait, hoo-ha-ha. Oh yeah, we can do that, can't we? We can throw a shark bait in and it'll nom on the shark bait, and then we can kill the shark.
Yes, you can do those things. Those things are sensible to do.
Those things are sensible to do, which means we are not in any way going to do that. No. We're going to kind of go and stand over here where the shark is not, and dive in search of scrap. It takes so long to dig this up when you haven't got a metal version of this. Just throw LJ in and let the shark chase him. That is actually a fair tactic. Is make the shark chase somebody else. One of the rare times when we played this with Elusive Elf, we didn't tell him that there was a shark when we first set him in swimming. so we could actually get some scrap. These people are my friends. What was that?
It worked really well.
It did work really well. I thought for a moment I'd crash and I'm going to be really annoyed. Do we need clay? I don't know if we need clay, but I'll get some anyway, being as I'm down here.
Because we need some. If you're down there, it helps us make bowls.
Bowls. Ah, yes, because you weirdly consume a bowl whenever you eat anything.
Yes.
Which is a very odd kind of mechanic. Right, check for shark. Dive in. Do we need sand as well?
No, because it's only used every so often, and nothing on that we're using at the moment.
Yeah, I think the problem is that you can't tell what is sand and what is clay. Oh yeah, and we need these sort of the ability to breathe underwater. What are they called? Tanks, in order to go into the deeper, darker place. I remember now, which you can only do off an island. So just sort of bobbing around looking for.
Well, we've got an oxygen bottle and a headlight on the raft.
We have, yes. I'm just sort of I don't remember what was down there.
Nothing to my recollection.
Because we have been down a couple of times. We needed them to kind of finish parts of the last island, didn't we? Where we went through the ship.
Yeah.
But I don't think. I mean, I think we've been down a couple of times, but I don't think it's really kind of gained us anything more than what we've got. But of course, that might have changed. Where am I putting this scrap, Little John?
Wherever's free at the moment.
Wherever's free. Oh, look at this! Isn't that sort of perfectly organised? I'm not normally allowed to look in organised boxes. I'll put the scrap in there. So I found 7 scrap.
Oh, even better.
So, where's the shark? Where's that shark? Around here somewhere. Got rain. I don't remember there being rain before, but there must have been rain. Doesn't appear to change anything. And what I have noticed is looking at the stats on my computer, is that this is taking, apart from Horde Nights, obviously, but this is taking much more out of my graphics card than 7 Days did, which is kind of weird.
It is.
Ah, shark, go away. Look, can't you see that I'm swimming here? Ah. Right, come here, shark. You cannot take on the shark on your own, Zen. It's not going to happen. You're going to end up very, very dead. John. Could you come and get me out of the water before I drown?
Oh, you don't drown?
Do you not?
No.
Huh. Well, could you get me out of the water so we can keep playing? Yeah, thank you. Yep. I thought for a moment you were just gonna leave me on the deck. In a kind of I have achieved. Yeah. I got you out of the water, what more do you want?
Your bed. There's a bed here. Fair. I wouldn't put it past me, but at the same time, not that much of an arsehole.
Sorry, I said the inside bit out loud. I think we've got all the scrap from this island that's easy to reach.
Quite possibly, probably.
So, because it's not a very big island. So, shall we pootle off?
I think a pootling is a good plan.
Shall I steer? And you
Yep.
engine. Ooh. Thank you for the new follow. OpGod1. Thank you very much. Welcome to the channel. This is Zen Plays Games Badly. And Zen navigates his own raft badly. We are playing Raft, as you've probably noticed. And all the follows do help. Because it helps the channel grow, helps us be more entertaining, helps us know actually that what we're providing is of use and of interest to people. Because if it's not, we'll do something else. We're not going to, you're not going to stop us streaming because we enjoy it too much. But and away. We don't know where we're going because the battery is dead.
There's a battery in the box next to it.
Oh, well, that's organised of us. Is that you, or was that Malk from the last time we played?
No, I think that was either myself or Mal the last time we played.
That is very organised of us. So we are actually heading towards Balboa Islands. Not Balboa, Caravan Islands. I don't know what's there. And of course I don't know what we will find there. And what we will need to unjoin. Hello, Mr. Flinman. Welcome to the channel. We are playing Raft. Is that island just off to the right where we're actually going? Shouldn't be. Because it should be dead ahead of us. And that island is not showing up on our scanner. What's going on?
We could always go to that island.
Well, yeah, because this island straight ahead now is not on our scanner.
Which means it's a small island.
Oh, is that all it means?
Yeah.
Ah. I think maybe we should get another engine so that we can go faster.
That we can arrange.
I am quite tempted to try and work out small ones down. No, apparently this is information I have forgotten, Mr. Flinman. Welcome to the stream. We are playing Raft. We are looking at playing Chapter 3, because we have played Chapters 1 and 2. But as we are discovering, we don't remember this game. Stop. What hot drink do you want? Do you know what? I very nearly just said me with my top off, which I didn't... making me a hot drink of water. But you probably want something tasty, which is not me. So, probably hot chocolate. It's a very good drink for the day. So there's scrap over this side. Oh, lots of scrap. This is a sort of, don't pollute the ocean, kids kind of game. But also, if we didn't pollute the ocean, we would not survive in its inevitable result of flooding. So. Age of Catastrophe, my first thought was how to make you into a liquid form. I'm not sure the blender is big enough to do it all in one go. Thank you, HF. I love my community. In response to a flippant joke, my community sets about trying to work out how to blend me. Will it blend? On that note, slightly connected, but not very much. You might note that kind of the intro and all that kind of stuff, all the sort of BRB stuff, is quite a lot of 7 Days to Die, because I didn't really start using the clip feature or encouraging people to use the clip feature when we were doing Raft. So I am going to encourage people to clip things they find funny, so that actually we can add them to the BRB. JC back with, it might depend on what blender you have. Yes, an industrial size blender probably would do it. I think bones would be the problem. I think really when you try to blend a person, bones are the problem. So perhaps what you probably want to do is slow cook me first, so that the flesh comes off the bones easy, and then blend that. I'm not sure how you slow cook a person though. I know somebody who would know, but they're not on stream. Zen Bovril. I'm not sure whether or not you've just insulted me or not. Bovril is like Marmite. It's one of those things that separate people. And Bovril is going to be one of those things that most people have no idea what it is. Bovril is basically gravy with a dash of Marmite in it, turned into a drink. Make of that what you will. It sounds as tasty as I've just described it. A wood chipper with a garbage pail to catch everything. Yes. Wood chippers will do that. Copper, Little John. I had forgotten that we actually mined that stuff.
Yep.
And metal ore.
Yep. We do both of those things.
I'm about to die. I'm about to die. I'm a drowning. I'm a drowning. I'm not drowning. So there is a sort of section just off the far tip of the island. It is going to make it's going to make chunks for the blending, because we are talking about a hot drink, not just how do you dispose of Zen's body, but how you turn me into a hot drink. So you do. I think that the solution is slow cook, so you get the meat. You probably want to keep the juices as well. Juices are good for you. Put that all into a blender. Probably a bit of stock. Because though I am quite meaty, so you might not need that much stock. But I'm not sure what kind of stock goes well with human. Interestingly, not a thing I've had to look up before. Some sort of pot roast, yes, would work. What was that, Little John? Sorry?
It's a question you often answer.
What is?
What goes well with human?
Yes. Yeah, what does go well with human? It is one of those, Delia Smith's cookbook questions, because I would guess, because humans apparently taste like pork.
Sauce?
Yeah, mint sauce. You probably want a bit of
mint sauce. Who eats their pork with a mint sauce?
Is it cranberry with pork?
Apple.
Apple, yes. Yeah, apple would work. With a bit of red wine. Honey glaze. Honey glaze, JC suggests. HF Catastrophe. My ex used to do a Jamaican pork. Ooh. Yes. Pickle me in rum and pineapple. Actually, given enough opportunity, I'll try and pickle myself with rum first. I've reached a problem of having a full inventory. So let's just get rid of those because we need the metal ore. And JC is back with the fact that this pineapple in the fridge is very distressing to them, in that they are not eating it. JC, the way to solve that is just to eat the pineapple. Just give up, go get some pineapple, and come back. You will feel better.
Is that a pineapple under the sea?
Mr. Flinman suggests that there is enough rum in them to be pickled already. HF Catastrophe, I could go for a hot buttered rum. I have never had one, and I've never heard of it until just now, but that sounds really nice. Hot.
It's like a butterbeer, but with rum.
I've also never had a butterbeer, so this is it's going to be one of those circular conversations, Little John.
You've not had a butterbeer?
I have not had a butterbeer, no.
I will make you a butterbeer.
Oh, well, I mean, that's the kind of threat I like. I will force you to have good things. Yes.
Butterbeer is... it can be a variety of things, but it's most frequently a caramel-based sauce, so a butterscotch sauce, with either rum or cream soda in it.
Oh, that does sound very nice, actually.
It does, doesn't it?
These things, what people invent, aren't they? Weirdly, it's making me feel hungry. Those things should not be connected, but clearly in my head they are. Little John, I see that you have placed some chests within easy reach of me.
You sod.
So I have just been filling them with things.
I wouldn't expect any less.
I'm going to guess that was not what you intended with those chests.
However, it's fine because it's really not the worst case scenario, and I can sort everything else out.
Yes. So I am going to need another hook.
If you go into, hang on, there's one of these chests. No, one of the chests in there's above the furnaces.
One of the chests above the furnaces. These need to be repaired, but I suppose that's okay. Because we can't repair, can we? But so I'll just...
Yeah.
Can we?
Yep.
How do we repair hooks?
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant the chests.
Oh, no. The hooks, they are in need of repair. A HF Catastrophe. I'm going to have some of my mulberry gin with hot water. That works and will clearly help with the studying. One of those things, HF Catastrophe, is correct. I'm not sure. While mulberry gin and hot water is definitely a warm drink, which is where you started, I am not sure, however, that it will in fact help with the studying. Much in the same way that when I was at university, we would say things like, "Let's go sit in the pub. I'm sure it will help us think." For those who are uncertain how that went, it did not help us think.
You thought a lot about other things.
Yes. I think the most famous kind of way that would work in university is somebody would say, oh, our local pub is doing pizza and beer. Let's go out for lunch while we study. I presume we studied. I don't really remember. I mean, they had to serve pizza. It was probably the only way you would go into the pub. Mr. Flinman, as long as you're in the same state of mind when you write the test as you are for the study, you'll be fine. Yes, that is true, so I'm told.
It's a fine theory.
It is indeed a fine theory. Is this soup ready? No. I'm going to need to eat our last soup.
That's fine. Almost like it's there to be eaten.
Because I might have accidentally not run away when the shark came. Both these chests are full. Oh no, that one's not. I'll put stuff in there.
I'm working on it.
That's all right. No, I found some space. That's all good. I think there is still also some clay down here somewhere. So I'm gonna.
Okay.
Hey Jeff, I ended up in Ireland by going to the pub for lunch once. That is one heck of a pub crawl. And the thing is that I can well imagine it of you. The pub was in mid-Wales. Hey Jeff, on the grounds that I think everybody, Little John studied in the same place as you and I. It is a fair old whack from that place to Ireland.
Now the question is, what the route to Ireland, was it via Holyhead or the Pembrokeshire, or was it chartered back through the particular place that the mutual...
Where we went to university is yes. Yeah, did you charter a boat, or did you drive to Holyhead? Who were you? Ah, that's a shark! My word, that was terrifying. I'm going to get out of the water, otherwise I'm going to die. They've upgraded the graphics on that shark! No, we were going to go to some nearby waterfalls. How lost? Okay. How lost do you have to be to end up in Holyhead from the waterfalls, which are, for those of you that have no context about this, are genuinely no more than an hour from that pub? Hey, Jeff, that gentleman, perchance, is it a familiar? Is it a sort of person of our mutual acquaintance who had a tendency to say things like that? The same person that was once arrested for falling asleep on somebody's roof.
I don't even want to start asking.
Oh, right. Well, you know, on the seafront, you know those big buildings.
Yes.
They fell asleep on top of one of those and was arrested.
Yeah, yeah.
They were ultimately let go because this particular person had that kind of interesting look of the Irish. And I probably shouldn't say that. It's probably actually a racial slur. Was a weirdly lucky person, and as Facebook informs me, remains so to this day. The problem was spoons. We got back from lunch 2 days later, Because Spoons was full, so you had to go to varsity.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, also, don't go to Spoons anymore, by the way, folks. This channel does not support giving Weatherspoons any money at all. Do what you will with your money, but we don't support it. Yeah, clearly that's where the plan went awry. I mean, I don't know. Varsity used to, back in the day, used to do some really good food. I think some of my favourite early memories was the sort of the day drinking after New Year's Eve. The original plan was that we would meet for breakfast after being out New Year's Eve. And mostly we were still drinking when the pub opened, so we just went to the pub and stayed there. It was great. Do you remember being in a pub? Do you remember those things?
Some of obviously people who live in England already are aware of this experience.
Yes, they have returned to pubs in England. Do they really have proper pubs in England? Aren't they all just theme bars now?
Oh, that's a loaded question. Right there.
It is a loaded question aimed at Little John because I think that's funny. Little John, you once were a barkeep, were you not?
Indeed, I was. For my sins, it wasn't themed though. There was no theming going on. Mostly. There was occasionally the ladies' night, but that's different.
Occasionally the ladies' night. That seems to suggest that you have a different version of the ladies' night to everybody else.
No. That was the only theming going on.
Oh, I see. Yes. It was a nice little place. Your old pub.
It was a lovely little place. Absolutely lovely.
Yes, it's on my list. When I win the lottery, or become a famous Twitch streamer and decide to retire, I'm going to buy a little pub. So you're welcome to come and manage that.
Gee, thanks.
Yeah, no, I thought that would be a nice offer there by me.
Actually, no, it's a very nice offer. Thank you very much.
But I mean, very varyingly, our group has always kind of been the whole, yeah, at some point we should all live together. And while for short stints that might work, there are some members of the group that I don't think I could live with, or else I would have to kill them. That led to stony silence.
Jar honey.
Mr. Flunman, I went to rent a movie in Hampton, New Brunswick. I ended up in Quebec City. Quebec is 7 hours away from where I am. That's okay, Mr. Flynman. The thing about HF Catastrophe's story is that it actually involved alcohol and therefore makes sense. Yours appears to involve you went out for a movie which doesn't appear to involve alcohol and leaves you 7 hours away. How did you manage that? HF Catastrophe, I did once have this very same tale recounted to me by somebody who wasn't there. Often the way. Yes, it's always nice. I think my favourite is having tales about me recounted to me. Often happens at some events, and I do enjoy that. Especially because these people get so insistent that they've got all the details right, and you're like, no, it didn't happen like that. How do you know you weren't there? Yes, I was. Mr. Flinman, you have not. Yes, yes, that is also another way that happens. Mr. Flinman's response was weed. I mean, absolutely. Don't do drugs, stay in school, all that kind of stuff. But also, if you do weed, you will end up in Quebec, which is probably the most strongest anti-drug message I've ever heard. Don't do weed, you'll end up in Quebec. Someone going the wrong way. It was a fun 2 weeks before I got home with a late charge for the movie. It could very well be legal in Canada. But I think actually it's against Twitch terms of service to be for it to be suggested that we are promoting drugs or drug culture. So this is me blatantly not in any way supporting drugs or drugs culture, because you know, I like streaming and don't want to get banned. But I'm also standing by the whole "don't do drugs, you'll end up in Quebec." For those of you wondering what it is I'm looking for, I am trying to find a fishing rod because I thought we had a spare one. Which we don't. So we might have to make one. That's tedious. What do we need for a fishing rod? 3 scrap, 1 bolt and 8 rope. We could probably poodle on, Little John.
Yeah, we probably could.
Good. I'm glad that we were in agreement on the idea that we probably could do a thing.
I'm still organising.
As I can see, because I can't find anything. Oh, there it is. This scrap. Craft. Let me guess. If I put everything back into the one box, you and I are going to fall out, right?
No. But now I know when you go, what are we looking for? I can tell you what we're looking for.
It is frustrating that we can't name things. Not that it did me any good in 7 Days to Die.
No. It's almost like we had a wall of stuff and...
I still couldn't find anything. A little tiny fishing mechanic. Oh no, Mr. Flinman, Mr. Flinman. Don't apologise. I have a very open view to drugs, narcotics, that kind of thing. I think you know, I'm one of those people that believes it should be legal in a lot more places than it actually is. Get off my boat. Off. Bad puppy. No biscuit. Because it'll keep people safe. A very, very beautiful and wonderful friend of mine spent a lot of time enjoying the alternative reality that comes with mind-altering substances. So, but yes, stories where we end up in different. I don't think I've actually got one where I end up in different places from where I thought I was. At least none that I would recount on stream. Though I have noticed that drinking streams have become kind of quite the rage amongst a certain class of streamer, and perhaps, and I am the kind of person that will tell a whole bunch of tall tales when I've been drinking. All right, let's be fair. I'll tell you a whole bunch of tall tales when I haven't been drinking.
I was going to say.
I think, but I haven't got a tall tale that involves me ending up somewhere that I didn't intend to be. Mostly. Well, yes, Mr. Finman. It's not that it's mostly that the Twitch terms of service is very kind of jumpy about some really weird stuff about what you can and can't say. So we can talk about drugs and alcohol, but we can't be seen to be promoting it. And a lot of that is to do with the problems that obviously Twitch is an international stream, and so people from different countries, which take different views to drugs. Where the line is between talking about and promoting is probably a massive debate that I really don't have the time for. JC, when going to US, it took us 3 hours to get from airport to hotel, which was a mile away, as there were issues with the road signs. Yeah, no, I can see that. It's like trying to drive in Belgium. Actually, I once ended up in France with a friend of mine driving, and we got on this dual carriageway to just go to Belgium, just to say that we've been to Belgium. And what we discovered that once in Belgium, we couldn't work out how to turn around, actually. So we spent far more time in Belgium than anybody really wanted to. And if you really want the worst ever driving experience I've ever had, JC, in Scotland, in Glasgow, it has the worst city design one-way system that I have ever seen, to the point that when we were trying to get home to our hotel after a wedding reception, the taxi driver couldn't work out the one-way system to get us to our hotel and eventually gave up and told us to walk. That's the local taxi. If the local taxi driver can't navigate the one-way system, what hope do those of us that don't live in Glasgow have? Don't go to Glasgow. I have genuinely turned down a job on the sole basis that it was in Glasgow. I have views on this kind of thing. Views with a capital V. I should probably stop fishing and get this boat on the road, I guess. If I put the sort of raw fish in here,
possibly a good idea.
Because we're not very far from this new island. I'm going to put in this chest down here. Right. We've reached that size of raft where it pretty much takes 2 people to get this thing going. There we go. We have weighed anchor. Which way are we going?
How much did it weigh?
Pardon?
How much did it weigh?
How much did it weigh? Because we weighed anchor. If we weren't about to get... that was bad, actually. Almost as bad as the fact that I've just stuck us on the island. There we are. Little John, could you throw the engines in reverse?
Yes, I can.
Because, well, we're stuck on the island. JC went to one of the water parks, came out and decided to go to a restaurant across the street, had to move the car, went on the road not realising it was a slip road, and had to go through 2 tolls and then turn around to go back through the same 2 tolls. Oh man, that's awful. Engines full reverse, Mr. Flinman. Absolutely. It turns out that things you should not do is approach the new island and say ramming speed. That doesn't go well for us. All right. We want to go that way. No. Why did I? Oh, we're going forwards now.
Yes.
I was surprised. So the wheel was pointing the wrong direction. I do like it at this speed because it really does feel like you're kind of piloting a ship. Like a very chill version of Sea of Thieves.
This is a very chill version of Sea of Thieves.
Oh, that was what I said. I don't see the problem. Right, so we should be coming up on the island.
Boarded and or shot at. It's definitely a chill version.
Yes, I am not very good at Sea of Thieves. I've got it on the Xbox One, and Big Beefy said, "Come and was like, oh, you should come and play with me sometime," and then watch me play it. Went, maybe you shouldn't come and play with me sometime. Shark is bad enough. I don't want to see the Kraken in this game. And wow, could you imagine? I mean, this game it was like, it's chill, and then I still cannot get over that weird scene from the last island.
What, with the small bear?
No. Do you remember that kind of tea party of scrap that somebody had set up?
Yes. Yeah, no.
It was just kind of the shark is eating the boat.
The shark regularly eats the boat.
Yeah. Okay. So we're just
don't fall off the boat! Don't fall off the boat! Don't fall off the boat!
Don't fall off the boat. Right.
Oh.
I've reached that point where I need to fill up my meat suits. So somebody needs to kind of keep an eye out because the island's not that far away.
So, I've once been woken up before. I'm out.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no.
It gets better. It's not that bad a story.
Well, I mean, I just wasn't sure where you were going with it.
You can see the thingamabob on the horizon, by the way. So I got woken up by now.
Are you turning the ship?
A little bit, yes.
Oh, that's all right.
A little bit.
That's all right. Yeah, go on, finish the
and
story.
She went, Can you jump onto my game, please? And I went, sure. Why? She went, I fell off the raft about half an hour ago, and I can't catch up because the motor's just good enough to keep it out of sort of. So she is swimming as quickly as she can to catch up with the raft, and the raft is going just as fast. And all it needed to do was crash into an island. Did it crash? Did it heck? And so she'd been chasing this raft for about an hour, for it to not for anything not to happen. Let us do.
Okay. No, I think Little John, we probably want to go to the right. There seems to be like
lead on, McDuff.
There seems to be just to the right. The other right.
You're steering. I'm next to the engines.
Oh, I thought you were steering. Right. Whoosh. There we go. Here we are, Caravan Island, folks. We appear to have stopped a bit sooner than I was expecting, but that's okay. Have we stopped? Or are we going backwards?
we have indeed stopped.
Right, we're just sort of bouncing. So here it is. Bandar Kafila. Did you drop the anchor, Little John?
I didn't, but I was going to.
Don't. Because we appear to have got stuck on the on that. So we're going to have to start up the engines again. I'll go back up and drive. And we'll try and park better on the island. Yeah, our far right is stuck. Let's see if we can get it. There we go. We might need to go back a bit. Who's driving this thing? Thank you, Mr. Flinman. Back, Little John. Thank you. There's a bird. There's a bird. There's a bird dropping rocks that explode. Forwards, Little John. We might need to make some arrows. I'd forgotten about these birds. Let's see, can we park it in here where clearly lots of other rafts have gone before? We're going backwards again. Little John, why are we going backwards? Okay, and stop. Stop. Yes? No? I'm just going to allow that through. Yes, there are indeed. What? Flappy bastards. There are indeed flappy bastards in every game. We're going to need bows and arrows, which we can make now. But I don't remember how. Ow! I'm gonna need to eat now. That flappy thing has really got it in for us. Are you going to try and hit it with a spear? Have I dropped off Discord? Is that why Little John is not talking to us?
I pressed the wrong button. I'm not accidentally muting. Don't accidentally mute yourself. Right, I've got an arrow. I've got a thingy. Let's do this.
Right.
Yes, don't mute yourself on Discord.
Yeah, no. Oh no.
Ah, Flappy.
Gone. It hit you, Little John.
I was aiming at the other one.
Other one?
There were two.
There are two? That's a bit shenanigans. Well, at least there's a lot of cover.
It's attacking the shark's attacking the boat.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, note. I found our first note. And there's a tube. Okay. Puzzle 1. Let's have a look.
Incoming bird.
Mar says I should write down what I think to make it stick. So I write, Caravan Town is a rock sticking out from the water. It has good land to raise pigs to eat. We came here on a boat with half the rest of Jakarta. They let us stay because Ma is smart and Pa is good at welding. They say I'm just another mouth to feed, but I'll show them. Here's a problem. Caravan Town is small. Too much space taken by the pigs. Sanjay, my personal assistant on the island, he says that it's all underwater. But what if we could take the water away? Okay. Let's see what else we can find. Lots of little I mean, this wouldn't, not a bad place to stone, bolt, scrap, stone. If there's a watery apocalypse, not a bad place. I don't know what these pipes are for. Oh.
The stuff in the drawers are rammed with stuff.
To rotate smoothly. Oh. Ow. I have found a water puzzle.
Oh, what's that?
I found a puzzle. So I found this. Dato's Scientific Journal, top secret. Sanjay says the water pump idea doesn't work because there isn't enough space for the well for all the water. Also, the neighbours made complaints about getting salt in their drinking water. They complain because they have no patience for science. I asked Pa why we can't go underwater instead, but Pa just laughed. He lacks imagination. Thankfully, Sanjay showed me a drawing from an old book he found. A suit made for diving underwater. A bowl big enough to put a city under. Good man Sanjay. Interesting. So, are we thinking maybe the next step is underwater?
It's looking that way, isn't it?
Well, I mean, we've not finished this this section. I'm going to have to go back to the boat and get some food for this meat suit. Those birds are really freaking annoying.
So if you open the cupboard doors, there's quite frequently meat in them, or food.
Cupboards.
So I've got some cooked potato here.
Oh, that would be lovely. I just can't work. I'm moving very slowly because my meat suit is hungry.
Hang on, I'll come to you.
Food and arrows. Yes, that's what we need, Mr. Flynn.
Behind you.
Right, let's not stay out in the open. But yeah, there seems to be... These pipes seem to get water somewhere. So we probably need to look into where that goes. Which I will do once I have eaten. Come on. So if you go up this ladder, we can find... So it comes out there. I don't know how you're meant to do this puzzle if you are solo playing this. But presumably they've timed it so that you can.
What's when you say puzzle? So, what do you mean?
Okay, so there's a pump here. I press the water. It goes down that pipe and then goes somewhere. But I didn't see where it went. Because I think we're meant to connect them up.
Yeah.
So if I pump...
Yeah, you know, you need... Yeah.
What's it need?
I'm doing it now. Oh, just missed. There we go.
Oh, monkeys. These birds. Right. I'm going to have to go get some food, and then maybe we should make some bow and arrows and try and take out this bird.
Can you? Are you still up the top? I've got some food if you need it.
Well, I'm currently heading back to the raft because I was like, let's go try and make some bow and arrows. Because we did have a thing making feathers for us for just this very reason, didn't we not? Did we not?
We did. Ah, now I'm thirsty. I need to head back to the raft as well.
It's a very short length of time that you get with food, and there's no real way of improving it because we don't have there's no sort of skills.
You can if you can get the better quality fish and shark and things like that, you can definitely prolong it.
Ow, how did I get here? I thought I was... does not fit here. Place. How about a raw salmon? Do you think that'll work?
What are you looking for? I've got fish stew on me if you want that.
I've got a cooked pomfret, which will do enough to... Ow! We might need to put an extra bit of roof over that. Alright, how do we make a bow? Weapons. Bow. Plank, rope, vine goo. Plank, rope, vine goo. Plank. Vine goo. Vine goo, vine goo, vine goo. Plank. Plank, rope, vine goo. There we are. Oh, lots of planks, so not just a plank. Right, have made bow and arrow. Well, have made bow. What do I need for arrows? Plank, stone, and plastic. Plank, stone. Hey, look, somebody's organised this.
Who'd have thunk it?
Who'd have thunk it? 18 stone arrows. Right. Fill with some fresh water. Hide back underneath the shelter. Just poured it out again. Why do I think it's the right button? Where has that come from?
Is it a 7 days thing?
Oh, I got it right that time, yeah. It must be. It must be from 7 days. Let's see if I can... Hopefully there's water in the other one. There is no water in the other one. Probably my fault. Right, now. Where are you, flappy thing? Missed. Because there is a couple of seconds delay.
There is.
Okay. And a firing arc. Okay, right. There are 3 of them. 3. Really? Ooh, I hit it. Didn't kill it, but I hit it.
That's a start.
It is a start. Come here, you flappy, annoying thing. You can only really hit them when they're flying towards you. There'll be some pro streamers out there that can do it in 1 hit. Ooh, pick up battery charger.
Oh, I got that. Battery charger part.
1. Of which there must be a few.
Right, I'm going to run forward to you. Now, I think I've set up the pump in the right way.
Right.
So if you follow me,
how do I put this down? I don't want to waste the arrow. Where are you?
You can't. You can't.
You can't?
Oh, but if you can't. In what sense? But you can. If you fire it into the ground, you can pick up the arrow. Ow! That you fire.
It's alright. I aimed it up the bird and missed. Right.
So if you come here, the water should funnel into here and raise this up. Okay. So the water comes down here, and I think I've lined it all up.
Okay.
So I'm going to go all the way up and pump.
You're going to pump?
And
pump up the jam. Pump it up. No? Just... thank you. Thank you very much, Summoned Games GM, for the raid with a party of 4. Welcome to the stream. I'm Zen of Zen Plays Games Badly. We are playing Raft today, and if you're wondering why I'm staring down a hole, I'm waiting for Little John to pump some water so we can get whatever this is. Welcome. Have you found the pump yet?
I found the pump.
There is. So welcome the community of Summoned Games DM. What have you been playing? I will have to give you a shout out myself because I don't appear to have. It's a very chill game. Are you pumping?
Come up here,
Little John.
Just up one caravan.
Up one caravan. Up one caravan.
Stairs here.
Stairs.
Ow! I ate that bird. Here, there's the end of the pipe needs to
rotate. Right, got it.
Okay, so I'm gonna run up to the.
You're gonna run up and pump. Oh, I've got to rotate that. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
I've done one of them, and it just hits the other one.
Yes, so if any of my community are not following Summon Games DM, go off and play them. Clearly, I need to a bit more, please, Little John. What were you playing, Summon Games? I need to update Nightbot to actually tell me what it was you were playing. And again. No, that's completely the wrong way, then. Aha! That does it. Keep a pumping. Keep a pumping. Zipline part. So you can stop. You can stop pumping now. So we've got a zipline part. I don't know what we're meant to... I brought fish, but it's raw. On Monster Train again. Trying the new clan. It's a deck building game. Monster Train. Okay. Did you win? Which is, you know, it's not really relevant. Perhaps what I should ask was, did you have fun? Which is really the more important factor in all of this. Did you enjoy yourself? Did your community have fun? All the time. It's the best way to be. It's the best way to be. There is no point doing this and not having fun. As you've probably noticed, I'm not very good at this game, but that doesn't bother anybody. They spam alert sounds. I've got a few alert sounds, but mostly trumpets and things.
Or trombones.
Or trombones, yes. My favourite being the ooh noise. Because I am very easily pleased. Let's just play that for you. yes, we had a guest streamer join us, and they made that noise. And it is a noise. But it amuses me. Right, let's see if we can deal with these birds.
You know, I've been avoiding cactuses because I expect they do damage to you. Do they? No, they don't.
That's the 7 days to die effect. It's the avoid cactus. It's quite interesting actually that we haven't had any beers. The most played is Cooking by the Books featuring Lil Jon. It's not a child-friendly stream because they overuse the sound and now it costs them. Hasn't deterred them though. Okay, so how does that work? Do they pay to play sounds on your stream? Oh no! Got it. Oh, he also got me. So that didn't really work. I don't know how many times you're going to hit these things before they die. Either, which is not really helpful. I mean, I know that my community, when we ran Mischief Maker, really enjoyed using that to summon helpful things. Right, well, it's got 2 arrows in it, this bird, and it's still not deceased.
Not an ex-parrot.
It is not an ex-parrot. Some they pay for, some are free. Not made it big yet. So is that an extension that you're using, Summoned? Where did you come from, sneaky flappy thing? Come from a different direction while I wasn't paying attention.
The problem is they're deceptively close or far away.
I see. I definitely hit that one. Here it comes again. Die! How many times do we have to hit you? Come on. Oh, right, yes. Yes, I have that set up. I haven't filled out the other sounds. Got the thing!
Yay.
Got the flappy bastards!
Apparently it was called a screecher.
Raw drumstick, white screecher's head, and all the arrows back.
Well, the ones you hit it with then.
Place some plank. Can I cook? Yes, I can cook the bird, which I think.
There's an ostrich. I need the net. I need the net.
Where would I find the net?
There's a net launcher.
Does the net launcher have a net? And does she mind being launched? Aim it at an animal to catch it. Right, well, I'll give you the net launcher. It's in this one.
Awesome. I need a drink before I die, though.
Yes, I suppose I could probably spend a bit more time setting up some sound alerts. Perhaps the most overused one here is the Benny Hill theme tune.
It's not overused, it's appropriately used.
Appropriately used, yes, you're absolutely right. It's appropriately used. because we are useless at this game. It's a very simple, very noddy, very chilled game which we can't play. Which I think sums this place up quite well, really.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't stream with other people, nothing would get done. That's how that would work.
You stream with other people, it gets done. Yeah, you need a net canister as well.
A net canister. What do we need to make one of those?
Pufferfish mostly.
Pufferfish?
Yeah.
Would you get one of those?
In the water.
Yes. No. I had conceptually achieved the idea that pufferfish, the clue being fish, lived predominantly in the water.
Good.
I would just, is it sort of a rare drop? Is it, do we need a better fishing rod?
They're only on certain islands.
Ah, there we go. That's the that was the clue.
I believe there is an absolute ton of them here.
So we could sort of fish for them. Is that the?
Yeah, and they swim up to you and explode. Just a word warning.
Right. So is it a fishing rod to catch, or do we need to spear them?
No. Spear them, but you spear them before they hit you and explode.
I don't like that game. That does not sound like a fun game. We're clearly going to do it, but yes. I have a feeling it's not going to go well for us. Can we make spears? We must be able to. You have a spear. I suppose I will have to... because obviously everything that you can make, I can make too. And we're looking for other battery charging parts. And presumably whatever else interesting is on this island. So if I was community, if I was to start adding sort of sound clips paid for, what kind of things would people be after? What would keep people entertained? Presumably summoned. The clips are already kind of sort of royalty free or short enough that they don't fall foul of the of that problem, is my guess. Because we haven't been muted for using the Benny Hill theme. There's a dodo, or a
yes. This is what you need the net launcher for.
There's a dodo. It appeared to have yeeted itself into the water and is now now an ex-dodo. No, there it is.
Yeah, need a net launcher to catch it.
Need a net launcher. Yeah.
And it's how you pigs.
Okay, so net launcher, right? Okay.
You need nets, which require pufferfish.
Right. Got it. Ooh, battery charger parts. Ah, note. Here we are. Pa says we have to go. Says something is wrong with the pigs. Ma has been curing what meat we got. It's why we didn't get sick. But Dr. Henrik says everyone will get it eventually. Sanjay's pa got sick and he never had any meat. Ever. It's going around and Caravan Town isn't big enough, even if they did put all the sick people in one place. Sanjay says we'll meet again, but the ocean is big. But we will go to the next dry place and everyone will go there too this time. It's not like we have a lot of options. The next dry place, eh? The Coffin Dance, Flute, Titanic and Jurassic Park, Yeet, Cartman singing Poker Face. What? What? I think what I'll have to do is kind of the next time I do a chill stream is we'll just kind of pull up this app and see what people like. Right. How did... Oh, I've fallen into one of those parts of the game where the only way off is to yeet yourself into the void. Let's see what's over here. It's not very easy to navigate around this town.
No.
Presumably it was easier before half of the caravans fell into the sea. So what are you up to, Little John?
I had a full inventory, so I'm just back on the raft emptying said inventory.
Ah, bread and bakery. Lamar's legumes. Canned goods. They're right, canned goods, which annoyingly we can't pick up. I did get a cooked drumstick, but it's one of the slight frustrations with this game is, you know, there are canned goods. Canned goods, you know, in an apocalypse, are clearly gonna survive well, but we can't pick them up.
But we don't have a thing on it. Clearly.
What?
Can opener.
No, but I got a machete. I mean, just saying. You know, we might not be able to open up the can traditionally, but if you're hungry enough,
True.
let's see if there's anything. I don't think there's anything else in here. I think I've done all of this. Haven't done the bakery. Let's see if there's anything in the bakery. No. 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 That's the same drawer twice then. Ooh. Cooked potato. Obviously what I was expecting to find in a bakery. That's clearly how this game is going. Ooh, another door. Lots of raiding. But, you know, other than the birds, there have been no other things that we need to dismantle. Let's see, what else is up here? Nothing. Ooh, Duel of the Fates! You got the touch by the Transformers down, turned down for what? Wow. Alright. Small pause, because it's... rar, small pause. Because it's dark. Let's have a look. So, my extensions... sound alerts... configure... Is that what I want? Sound alerts? No, that's not what I want. Or is it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. This is the one. So there's up to 5 you can do with channel points and bits. What was that? You've a Duel of the Fates. Oh, there's lots of them. Do you just sort of pick one? Some are full songs. Right, okay. Don't add those. Does it tell you? Does it tell you how long they are? Because I just want that bit. That's it. That's all I want. So that claims to be let's just add that sound. You've got to listen to each one. Wow. Oh, okay. This is not a thing I can do that's quick then.
us together. Chicken attack. Chicken attack.
What? I'm going to add that. I don't know what that was, but I'm adding that. Yeah, no, you're right. It does need a... is that from Zelda? Okay. I am not down with the kids, so I don't really... Oh, Titanic Flute. So is that the one you were talking about? No, I can't put that. I can't put people through that.
Thank you.
No.
No.
Hello there.
I'm gonna get off this app and get back to playing the game, because I can see that we're gonna lose a lot of time to that. So if anybody that is bloody painful, you're right. It's not staying. If anybody does see a sound alert out there that they like, I have just added one for 0 bits. So the hot dogs go on, exactly. So if anybody who doesn't mind doing a quick test to see whether or not the hello there sound plays and doesn't actually cost you anything, or whether or not it's been added to the channel points bit. I'm gonna sort of die of needing a drink because I'm all the way at the top of this island. Are you fishing for pufferfish, Little John?
Nope. No. I was emptying my inventory.
Oh, have you been sorting it while you've been putting it away?
Only in that I ran out of stuff and the shark was eating, so I had to redo stuff.
Right. Yes. Have we left the battery on?
Which battery?
On our ship, because the there appears to be some green lights.
What green lights?
Oh, maybe they're reflections. Because I was just thinking that they look kind of cool. We've got to make another water thing. Hot dogs go on. Yeah, so I will have a play with that. See what else I can add.
Why do you have to make another water thing?
Well, because we're both useless.
So, well, okay.
Were you going to object to that statement?
Yeah. Well, they're both full of fresh water right now.
Yeah, I mean, providing we sort of. Oh, I can pour that out. Oh, there we are. Got some liquid in it.
Yes, no, I forgot about the pouring water out. No, don't restart. Don't restart. The hot dog song from Demolition Cop. Oh, wow, the cheesy advert. I mean, okay, you are selling this to me as a whole bunch of funky stuff that we can add to the stream. This is what I like about Twitch. Is it doesn't matter how long you've been streaming for. Somebody will sort of pop in, or you'll pop and see somebody else's stream, and they'll be like, "Look at this new cool thing," and you're like, "Cool, I'm stealing that." And if you ever really want a whole bunch of really cool stuff for your stream, pop into the Michael Thing stream. The amount of effort they have put into the stuff on their stream is just phenomenal.
Phenomenon. Do 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 do. Phenomena. Do 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 do. There are two of us, and we still can't get that right. Do 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 do. All right, we'll try. Third time lucky. Do 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 do.
Phenomena.
Do 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 do.
Phenomena.
Do 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 do.
That's close enough.
Oh, okay. You know that what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back. I'm going to clip that out, and I'm going to add that as a sound alert, right?
Phenomena.
Do 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 do.
Phenomena.
Do 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 do.
Phenomena.
You probably couldn't hear that, but one of my housemates just said "phenomena" from outside the door. People are funny. And it's just me that's funny looking. Right. What else are we doing in this funny shack town? Other than clearly going to try and catch the dodo. I don't feel that we found all the bits.
No, there are lots more.
Well, there is also this other part of the town that we haven't reached yet.
Yes. The other thing is, have you researched the zip line part and the battery thing part?
Oh, were we meant to? Is that? I thought they were a sort of a use thing. No.
No. Because they're not. Are they? Oh, let's have a look.
Requires 3 zipline parts. Sailing as one, the raft hounds of Indonesia, the flooding of Jakarta, and the loss of most of the Philippines mainland have led to escaping locals creating floating offies put together from drifting vessels as they make their way to land. We just make do, said Kipta Clam, one of the early adopters of the raft towns. When inquired by one of our reporters about their living conditions, drifting largely on sea currents, they appear to be growing at a steady rate, raising considerable concerns with coastal authorities who believe them to be a possible maritime hazard. Despite these concerns and their hasty design, many believe these raft towns could very well be a viable alternative, following recent rumours that 4 men are employed in creating Sanctuary City in the North Pole on behalf of rich investors. When asked for comments, and that's where it ends.
Oh. The plot thickens, much like custard.
Good night, Siege. Thank you very much for joining our stream, but also a timely reminder for me to check the clock to make sure that I don't overstream. Oh, interesting. There are hooks here. And it says, Dinny, please wait for me. The boy Hillman fought like a man. We could not be more proud. You never even gave us your name, but you helped us greatly. May we see you up ahead. Dad's hook, please take care of it. Different types of boat hooks. Interesting. I wonder whether or not there is sort of plot, or whether or not there's sort of, you sort of build your own plot. How to build your own floating home in 3 steps.
5 easy steps.
So it seems that we need zipline parts.
I appear to be, I appear to be on the other side of the island.
How did you do that?
I dived in the water. There's a pig.
Ah, there is also another. I can from up here, from this vantage point. There's clearly a zip line, but I can see that there is a sort of water pump going into the water.
Hmm. Hello.
Hello. I was just coming this way.
Oh, hang on. What down there?
Yeah.
That it's got a bike on it. It seems to be air rather than water. Because if you go underwater, there's bubbles coming out of it.
Ah, is this the diving bell?
Could be.
Do you remember she was speaking about?
Yes.
About there being a place to dive. Ooh, new note. What does your note say?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Miss Polly, welcome to the stream.
Deto's experimental journey. The raftman said there's barely. Oh no, I can't see which one.
Puffer fish, puffer fish, puffer fish, puffer fish. Reverse, reverse. But there is a diving bell down there. Have you got your spear with you, Little John?
I do indeed.
Too late.
Oh, okay, so yeah, no, I found the note. The raftman said there's barely any dry places left. Caravan Town is the biggest patch of dry land they've seen. Apparently, the entire planet is wet, but there are other planets. Pa helped me weld the rocket together, and Lang and Heng provided the fireworks. Pa had to apologise for everyone for the explosion. They took away my tools. Everyone ran as soon as the explosion happened, and Pa had to apologise to everyone. Cowards, all of them except Sanjay. Good helper, Sanjay. And there's a thing up here that says, requires 1 explosive powder.
Good night, Summon Games DM. Thank you very much for joining your stream. Thank you very much for sharing your community with us. Have a great night. Hope you had an awesome time, and that wherever you're going to, you have a great time doing it. Requires 1 explosive. Little John, if you follow the pipe down. Yes. About halfway down, there is a place you can stop for air.
Ooh.
But boy, does it go down. I'm not sure there's another. Oh, there is. Yes, there is. Is there going to be? Am I going to make it? Am I going to make it?
You know, you could put flippers on and things like that, right?
Yeah, but I'm now too far down. Especially because there seems to be, like, evenly spaced. There are a lot of pufferfish down here, Little John. Like, enough that I don't need to worry about air. Oh, am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? I don't know if I am. Go away, pufferfish! Don't kill me. It would be tedious to die this far down. Oh wow, I've made it right the way down to the bottom, and there's like a cargo thing, which has got an infirmary key, a zipline part, and a blueprint for a metal detector.
Ooh.
Yeah. I can't remember what we do with blueprints, but there's a lot of stuff down here. I might stay down here and scavenge a little. And if you want to find pufferfish, Little John, this is where you want to be.
Okay, I'm coming down.
Oh! I found one. It hit me. Oh yeah, it's poison. Leave, 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 leave. Leave. I can't remember how long the poison... Oh, I think it kills me, doesn't it? John, if you are coming down, some food would be appreciated.
I'll see what I got. Where's the next one? Where's the next one?
Mr. Flinman, now get back to the service. Yes, that's the next problem. is presumably from here the best way is going to be to go back the way I came. And I probably should have thought to bring a metal hook down here. It was very close. I was just lucky that I'd had that fish in my inventory. Go back in here for some oxygen. I like that we've now got really kind of funky music this end. Like we're doing something dangerous. It doesn't feel dangerous. But there is a lot of scrap, so that's nice. Is there anything else over here in the corner?
I cannot, for love nor money, get this pufferfish to die.
It helps if I'm close enough to this thing to dig it out the wall. Copper. Yeah, there's also quite a bit of copper down here. Flippers would have been a sensible plan before I came down.
I've got to head back up because I'm about to stop having enough water.
Water, yes, that is a problem. And will probably eventually be my problem as well. I can probably get one of these things a turn. This could get tedious, folks. Can I? Is that the? No, that's not the kind of seaweed you can collect. So the game does provide you with flippers and ways of navigating under the water in the dark. Any plan besides let's see where this goes probably would have been better. Thank you, Mr. Flinman. You are, of course, absolutely right. And, you know, planning before yeeting myself into the deep, dark sea might have been a good plan. But that's never been my forte. Did you just get another note, Little John?
I did. I'm currently dying, so...
Right, well, I've got to kind of come back up. Well, that's not going to work, because I got turned around leaving the cave. And we know that we have just enough oxygen to make it to the next... thing. But whether or not we have enough oxygen going back up, because it takes a little longer swimming up than it does swimming down. But get out of the way, pufferfish. Out of the way, pufferfish. He's very good at dying in Raft. Hi, Malkitty. Welcome to the stream. Are you talking about me or Little John? How was your essay, by the way? We heard that you were essaying, which is why you weren't able to join us tonight. We are, as you know, Husbeast, of course. Yes. See, folks, this is how you keep the good ones close to you. Make them your mod. That's how that works. And they will absolutely be nice to you. You're off for dinner now, Mr. Flinman. Have fun. Give our best to your other half, and to your small people. It is a pleasure as always to see you. You're still going. It's break time. Are you one of these? That was a pufferfish. Oh, yeah. This isn't. I'm not going to survive this. But I've got a blueprint on me, so dying would be. Little John.
Real bad. Yeah.
I don't suppose you could come and rescue me, could you?
Give me a moment.
Tea break time. Oh, it's a good time to have a break.
How far down are you?
Quite a way. So can you see that what looks like a cement mixer?
Oh, you're at the first one.
So if you go into the cement mixer, you'll get some oxygen.
Yeah.
And then if you go down to the next one, I'm outside of that one.
What I'm going to do right now is put an oxygen bottle on.
Yeah. No,
Give me a little...
that sounds sensible. Maybe even the flippers.
Don't have any flippers.
Oh.
Got a head torch.
And you just said you weren't the dead one. No, that is very true, Malk. You did. I did not do very well. The random things you can find on this, I'm gonna have to go back through it, aren't I? And see what else is there. Oh, I can also upload my sounds. I don't know whether or not you get any benefit for actually uploading sounds, but underwater sax. No. Seal underwater sound. Cool, that was not very helpful. Doing stuff underwater.
So I had to do that shit underwater.
Okay. I wonder if there is
under the sea, under the.
Clearly, we're not going to get the Disney version because Disney are very, very hot at their own. I should not be allowed on this app at all. This app is bad for me. How are you doing there, Little John? I can see that I'm moving.
Yep. Nearly there.
Nearly there. The thing about the song Under the Sea is the line, "Darling, it's better down where it's wetter."
Don't get up yet. Don't get up yet.
Don't get up yet. Well, hi, future muted sounds.
There we go.
Well, yes, it's an app that Summoned Games DM suggested I spend a bit more time on. So I have. I can't imagine that Disney songs are a good idea. How do we use blueprints? Anybody remember?
Click on the
Place.
research table.
Oh wait, there's stuff here we haven't learned. Ah, metal detector. Blueprint machete. So we've learned the metal. What's this? This is researched. Okay. Researched. Leather helmets, so we need wool. Healing salve, we need an egg. Honeycomb, for a good healing salve. We need an egg. Egg and wool.
So
Egg and wool.
Dodo. The dodo running around is how we get the egg, and the wool is the llama that is also on this island.
Right. So that sounds like our final action for this stream is going to be getting a pufferfish. How many pufferfish do we need?
If you go on the fourth thing, so weapons, and look at net launcher, and it's the net canister. You need 1 explosive powder, but it's 1 explosive powder per net canister, and we'll need at least 1, and we need at least one for the island. So
Right.
7.
So, metal spear. We need 6 planks, 2 ropes, and metal ingots.
We definitely have all of that.
Okay. And a bolt. We can now make bolts, I believe, but we also have them. Craft.
So yes, whilst I remember our new note. My name is Sanjay and I think I'm in trouble. If you find this, don't tell my pa or Detto. Detto went down into the water to test his diving suit. We made it using a bike and an old diving helmet. Detto put weights in his suit to go down and he put in too much. We've been pulling, but he must be caught somewhere. The older kid said we should stop so we don't cut off the hose. He won't let me go for help. Sanjay ran off crying. So as soon as they dragged me out, very unprofessional. Sanjay ran off crying as soon as they dragged me out. Very unprofessional. Underwater won't work. So much kelp you can't see. Lots of boat and debris, and they are too far down. And Sanjay is so too scared. The older kids say they can eat kelp from where. The older kid says they eat kelp where he's from. Maybe underwater won't be such a big loss.
Right.
So was it kelpy down where you were?
Not really. I'm not sure what they mean that underwater won't work. Because this hose is quite interesting. How many times do you have to hit a pufferfish?
3.
3. All right. Oh, look at little John, the sensible one with the swimming gear. We should probably make some flippers.
Probably.
They keep respawning in the island, so it's a great place to get explosive powder. Ah, Malk, clearly having played this before. I see one. So is instead of hitting them quickly the better way? Clearly not.
Usually, to my knowledge, when Malk and I have played this before, don't both of us go for the same pufferfish, and basically you sort of like you run up to it, hit it, and hopefully run away before it gets mad.
Ah, right. Hit and run away. Well, hopefully they'll respawn, but we seem to have got all of the ones here. So let's pop in here and get some oxygen. You practice so you can join in, but you're stuck with an essay. Stab, go backwards, 4 times, Malk says. So, folks, the difference between myself and Malk, okay? Malk is a much more professional streamer because rather than just diving onto the game, having not played it in forever, and just streaming it, Malk decided that the best way forward would be to practice, and presumably that's how the professionals do it. That's how you how you're meant to do it, rather than my approach, which is to charge the thing. That didn't work. I charged at that, and it was unimpressed. So if we got to sneak... Ooh, wait. There's a bit of land here. Maybe if I can... Oh, no, that's... Yep. No, that's fair. I didn't think it would follow me that close. Malk, I do the same as you, lol, but I'm a guest on yours, so I want to be helpful. Malk, you're adorable. We're not here about kind of being helpful. We're just here to kind of bimble around the game and vaguely kill a pufferfish, which I think is probably going to be our last quest, is to try and find one of these things and kill it. Right, well, we can't sort of yeet the spear. Ah, there's another one.
Ah, I got 2 in.
Is it worth... I can't tell if I'm hitting it or not.
A little bit of blood comes out.
Ah, so no then. Ah, that time I did. Two. Not that time. No. So clearly I need to let it calm down more. So, there's one. Hello, pufferfish. One. I wonder if it will sort of... how far you've got to go before it stops following you. Or are they just kind of... No. Yeah, didn't think that was going to work. Interesting. You'd have thought that killing a fish would be quite straightforward, really, with a spear.
That'd be far too easy for this game.
Yeah, it is kind of the weirdness of this game, in that on the one hand, kind of building the raft is, you know, quite chill. But then you've kind of got this weird struggle for food. And then kind of every resource has this sort of very weird learning curve to it. I'm probably going to have to make my way back to the raft, because I think I'm going to need some food. So, being as we can navigate pretty much the island, I wonder what we need the zip line for.
I think there are bits, like the infirmary, that we haven't been able to get to.
Ah, because we need the zip line.
Yeah.
And presumably we need the zip line to get the battery charger, which will then allow us to use the metal detector. And we use the metal detector without the battery charger, but it seems like a lot of resources that we don't really have. If we can't just recharge the battery. Yeah. I know I need food. I've already come back for food. Do we have food? Yes. Leftovers. This meal didn't turn out very well, Little John.
Oh no, they were, what do you call it? We already had leftovers from inside some of the caravans.
Oh, Malkitty, you can make a metal detector from an empty battery.
That's what I'm planning on doing.
I've got a thing here called head broth, which is broth made with the head of a pufferfish. Oh, is that a I might try one of those. Let's see.
Got a metal detector in here, Zen. Bottom thing for you.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure it's going to do us much good because I don't know what they're for yet.
I presume detecting metal.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. Increase your speed underwater and oxygen bottle. We need a lot of vine goo suddenly. Do you get vine goo from seaweed? Is that it?
Yep.
Because we need to make another oxygen bottle. We need 5 vine goo, and to make some flippers, we need 5 vine goo and 6 seaweeds. So we're going to need to find some more seaweeds.
All that kelp down the bottom there had tons.
Do you remember what is that? Do we need an axe for that? I can't remember. Plank, stone, and rope. Rope. Plank. Stone. Craft. There we are. Oh, have some scrap. It might be too dark to go down. To go down again. I mean, okay, in theory, it is too dark to go down again, but that's never really stopped us. You know, sensible gamers at this point would kind of go, do you know what we need to do? Go do something else. But I, on the other hand, am going to try and see if I can find a pufferfish. Though maybe not, actually, because that is pretty dark. So let's go see if we can go around to where that water pump is, because that's where they seem to spawn. And see what we can find. So we've learned. Ooh, that moon is kind of cool. It's gonna screenshot that. I don't remember there being a moon. I mean, there might have been, but I don't remember seeing one.
Can't remember it for the life of me.
Yeah, nor can I. But the moon is cool, so it's that weird sort of serenity of the game. You know, the game is kind of chill, but also absolutely lethal all at the same time.
Yep.
Right, kelp. Right, so it's not that. That is a pufferfish. Yeah, we might be able to catch them if we can swim away faster, Little John.
Yeah, that's fair.
So let's focus on getting some flippers. So there's a whole bunch of kelp down here. Of an axe. Because I can't remember what I actually need to harvest it. Not that one. Is it you? I can't remember. Ah, there's E to pick up the seaweed. Ah. There are only certain parts of the plant that we can harvest.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you knew that, you could have told me. Ooh, stop
You know
trying.
there's only certain bits you can grow.
Yeah. Thanks, my friend. That was a really timely intervention that you brought there.
I'm glad. It's a really important thing to know.
It is an important thing to know, actually, is which parts of the seaweeds can you actually harvest. So I've got 6 seaweed, and I think if I go down deeper, I'll be able to get some more. So we should be able to make some flippers. And perhaps a rebreather, so that we've got one each. Okay, so there's none there that I can harvest. Let's head back up. It's the aesthetic of this game is really interesting. Kind of cartoony graphics, but coupled with the end of the world. Meow. I don't think there's going to be anything in the deep dark. No, because I think this is a different type of seaweed. I don't think we can cut down the big fronds. But I shall try it with an axe. No. We are not able to cut them down. That's frustrating. Right, this way and then up. A lot of metal down here, so that's useful to know. I don't know if I can swim straight up, but I'm not going to chance it. At least there's a nice little pipe to follow so you don't get lost.
That's the theory, isn't it? How many times you got lost so far?
Yeah, well, shut up. I mean, the thing is, it is a very good theory. You know, she's got the pipe leading into that crate, and if she could pump more oxygen into it, you know, you could make it virtually dry, but you would need to put something on top of it so that you kind of get a water lock.
Yeah.
Whether or not you could live down there is a different matter, because obviously you would need to keep the bicycle pumping. But
could be a once a day sort of thing.
Well, the problem is that as you breathe, you know, because the water, because there is no kind of exchange of CO2. As you breathe, the amount of water in the place increases. Because if I can't remember which way around it is, but one oh, he just ate the corner. Stupid shark. Because one gas is slightly less dense than the other. If my memory serves.
I believe CO2 sinks.
And so one will sort of kind of become part of the of the water, and you end up with it growing. So you do need kind of a constant air pump. Some of the most successful designs have a one-way air valve, so that the pressure in the bell remains constant.
Okay.
So that you can constantly pump air in. And you have a sort of a valve that ensures the pressure never gets too much, because obviously too much pressure is also not helpful for humans.
No, we're fairly flimsy things.
Like on a cosmic scale, yeah. On a cosmic scale, we are surprisingly flimsy. And yet, when we discovered Australia, our response was not, "Oh my God, let's never go there." Our response was, "Wow, let's see if we can continue to live here." Which baffles me. The more I find out about Australia and the fact that people voluntarily go there, you know, I understand the history of why there are people there. You know, people who are both indigenous and who are there as a result of the practice of forced deportation. Get it? But also, now that we have the opportunity to go, do you know what? Let's not live here. Our response has not been, yeah, no, that's fine. Let's stop living in Australia. Our responses have been for people to go, yeah, you know what? Let's actually move. Let's actively go and live in Australia. Like, Australia is the place where you have to empty out your shoes so you don't accidentally stand on a scorpion and die. Like, how does that?
Yeah.
Who's together enough in the morning to check their shoes? You know, I'm barely together enough in the morning to actually make sure that my socks match. You know, I would just die so quickly somewhere like Australia.
Yes.
It just does not seem to be a sensible place at all. Like Camelot. It is a silly place. Let's not go there. Right. So I'm gonna have to go down and get some more seaweed to make you some flippers.
Okay.
Because we need 5 vine goo for flippers.
Yeah. I presume you've still got them all.
I've got 2 seaweed left on me.
Yep.
So when these are cooked, it doesn't take very long. I'm going to put these last 2 in, put the vine goo in, and then see what difference the flippers make. Oh, and the rebreather.
Speed. Speed for the flippers, and you do markedly go faster.
Because that might make kind of quite the difference.
Especially with the pufferfish.
Yeah, that's kind of my hope. So let's put all the stuff in there. Right, so don't put them on until you get in the water. Because apparently they slow your movement on land.
They do. They also they wear out on land as well.
They wear out. Tedious. It's such a difficult resource to get as well. Presumably it's the kind of thing that once we've crossed this particular barrier becomes easier to use. Right, now how do we put them on?
Press tab and drag them into one of the 4 bars at the how many? 5 slots at the bottom.
Oh! Oh, that's interesting. Ah, that is surprisingly quicker. Do you know what? I've just discovered that I'm still pressing shift to run, like it makes a difference. Does the air does the air bottle refill when you refill your oxygen?
Yeah. So it does. Shift does make a difference. It does make you run.
Ah, I was not successful with that pufferfish, but I felt like I could do it. Let's see if we got any. Oh, pick up seaweed. That's what we're down here for. Seaweed seems to have respawned. Let's head back to our... Oh, no, I'm deeper than I thought I was. Oh, well, that's a thing I'm going to have to watch, because you swim further, so you get deeper quicker. so you're further away from where you can get oxygen. I mean, it is really impressive, like the leap that applying this technology does. And like a lot of things in the game, it is making harvesting seaweed easier. Therefore, kind of keeping you in the ability to keep using it. But you almost end up in a situation where you're using the resource to get more resources in order to use the resource.
Yes.
Which almost seems counterproductive. Alright, let's try again with a pufferfish. No, no, no. No, got too close. But I can't work out what too close is. Because you kind of got to get pretty close to stab them.
You do.
Like it feels like a harpoon would be useful. These are not proving to be easy, even with the flippers. It feels more doable, but it is not proving to be more. It's not proving to be so. If that makes sense. Seaweed. Oh, I need food. I was like, why is my character suddenly moving slow? What have I... has it run out already? No, it's just that you are hungry. There we go. Last one. Head for the surface. So that should be enough to get you some flippers. If I can make it back without dying of hunger or thirst. If we can make you some flippers, we'll have one go at getting a pufferfish, and then we might have to call it a night, I think. Being as surprisingly, it is 10:30. It is weird how time seems to have gone for this stream, because we don't. It doesn't feel like we've done a lot, you know, without that kind of frenetic madness.
Yes.
And yet, clearly, we have lost nearly 3 hours of our lives to this game. I'm gonna eat a melon.
Is that the shark?
Bit of a cheat shortcut that to eat a melon because I needed food and water.
It's a good shortcut.
It is a shortcut, good shortcut. How much how fine goo do we need? 5. Right, so if I get some rope and plastic, should be in this box here. No, there is rope. Plastic is in this one? No. 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 This one? No.
Bottom on
this one. Yay, plastic. I mean, there weren't many boxes left by that point.
No.
Here I am waiting for the vine goo to finish, and it hasn't got any planks, so it's not going to cook at all. Because we've gone through our resources surprisingly fast. Presumably you've been doing other things with them?
What, the resources?
Yes.
Mostly not.
Mostly not.
I created another sprinkler, but that's about it.
Oh yes, sprinkler for the garden that we have inside. For those that haven't seen it before, let's just show you the garden while that grows. So here it is. Here's the garden. This sprinkler here requires water, and there's a chest here with seeds. And it gently waters everything. And we have it inside because there are seagulls that show up and eat the plants, which is tedious. Place. I'm cooking the raw salmon. Is that the right thing to do?
I'm going to go with yes.
Well, because sometimes you need the fish for fish stew.
We don't have any of the stuff that are required for salmon at the moment.
Right. Okay. Rope. Craft. Sweet. Flippers. Right, so I have placed flippers in the box above the thing. Forge for you.
Thank you very much.
So when this salmon is cooked, we'll go down and see if it makes a difference. Let's see if we can get a puffer fish. Assuming this salmon cooks before I die. Come on, salmon. I know that salmon, you know, in real life takes a while, but it's kind of slightly frustrating when it's in game. Nom 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 nom. Right. Art thou ready, Little John?
Yes, let me just top up the... let me close that door first, and let me top up the biofuel generator.
Oh, are we making goodly amounts of biofuel?
Yes. Well, seeing as we're about to have 4 engines...
Yes, yeah, we are probably going to need it. And with 4 engines, we'll be able to kind of expand our little raft even further. Okay, last dive.
Right then, where are you? Where are you?
I am by the pipe, because that seems to be where I find them the most. Where are you?
I'm just to get to the pipe.
The pipe. There you are.
With my oxygen bottle and my thingamajiggy-mabob. Right then.
Go. It feels more successful in that I am escaping their poison attack, but I'm not successfully killing a pufferfish. If you do see seaweed, grab it, because clearly we are going to be needing it.
Yep. Forgot how you harvest it though.
Well, there's a part of it that kind of glows.
Yep.
And you just press E when you get to it.
Yeah. I need some oxygen.
One of the joys about hanging around the pipe, of course, is that you can use the little... I can repair things underground because my mouse is just moved. Is that a sigh of relief of somebody who's managed to get oxygen?
No, I've suddenly started running out of water. despite having drunk significant quantities very recently.
Yes, that game frustration. Okay, they don't.
understand
Ah,
how
there's
you can
one.
run out so.
There's another
The other
puffer
thing you
fish.
can do-
I just can't kind of back up fast enough to stop the puffer fish exploding. It's getting frustrating. I'm going to get one more lung full of oxygen and then we'll give it another go and see if we can actually get closer. Because we've got unlike 7 days, we don't have a sort of inbuilt game timer to tell us when we should stop. See, hit him and exploded. How frustrating. Maybe I should try the machete. Does it matter what you hit them with?
Not a clue, in all honesty.
Let's try the machete. Ah, that didn't... let's get some air. And then try the machete. And see if we can do it. Here we go. Here, pufferfish. Here, pufferfish. Come on, I know there were two of you. You don't appear to do cascade explosions. See, they know that I'm ready for them now. They've legged it. Not that pufferfish have legs, obviously. That would be weird. Fish with legs are weird, actually.
They're called frogs.
No, axolotls.
Yeah, good point.
Like, they're cute, but also quite weird. Is it like Mario? Can I stand in the bubbles and get oxygen? No.
That's the real question.
Well, that's what we're here for. Asking the real questions about real games. And we are out of water. So, wow. And the flippers and oxygen bottle are nearly done. It's easier to keep your distance with a spear, says Mark. Flippers and oxygen mask are nearly done. So we're going to have to go and make a whole bunch of new resources before we get down again. My meat suit needs water. And I think after what has been a quite chilled stream, I think we're probably going to call it there when I get back to the raft. So put your thinking caps on and suggest who we are going to go off and raid and say hello and share parts of our community with online. It's always nice to share the love on Twitch. So has anybody got any preferences while I make my way back here? Do you know what I have done? I use my actual drinking water bottle to make my breathing mask.
There's a spare one in here.
In here. Excellent. Oh, the Michael thing or Greenwood. Good call. Well, I think it's always nice to pop into the Michael thing stream. I've just poured it out again. It's the other buttons then. You absolute raging muppet. Right. Okay, so thank you very much all of you for coming to join us for this stream, for all the people that have popped in, for our new followers and those that have returned. I hope that you very much enjoyed this stream, and if you are just here to look, you are always welcome. Please do remember to hit that follow button, and if you are a Prime subscriber, if you subscribe to Amazon Prime, you can also subscribe to this channel, and it'll cost you nothing. It comes free with your Amazon Prime subscription, but it does really help us grow the channel. So please do consider, if you are a Amazon Prime user, subscribing to the channel, because it really does help us out. So thank you very much for being with us. We're now going to go off and hopefully raid the Michael thing. The last time we tried this, doing this raid thing, we raided a channel that had already logged off, so that didn't go well for us. But we're going to go off and see the Michael thing. Thank you very much for joining us. I will be back next Tuesday at 7:30. I'm hoping to be back on Thursday as well to continue Dragon Quest. But I'm not sure if that's gonna happen at the moment. So please do follow me on Twitter, join our Discord, that kind of thing, and you'll get updates and notifications about what's going on. Whatever you're doing this week, remember that you are awesome. Mama Zen, me, I love you, I think, and I am proud of you. And I think that whatever you're doing this week, please do remember to stay safe. I've been Zen, you've been awesome. Good night, good night.
No stop.